And we're back to another episode of Let's Play Dark Cloud. I'm your host, Nick Legato, and now we are stuck deeper and deeper into our cave here as we are fighting enemies, more enemies, trying to get more parts of our town. But look at how much damage he does now with that Garnet, with the ×2 ability on there. It's beautiful. He's one-shotting stone dogs and just murdering everything in sight. I love it. Greatest upgrade we've ever gotten. Not that it's the greatest upgrade we've ever gotten, it's just the perfect timing for this kind of an upgrade. I have to admit. Okay, that's the exit, which we don't want quite yet. Now we want to level up Xiao's weapon, and ghosts are perfect enemies on this floor to do it to, as well as bats. She's good at murdering bats. She's also pretty good at murdering other weak enemies. So she kind of takes priority when it comes to weak enemies murdering, so just to keep you heads up. Like as I said, bats are great for her to pick off, as are other enemies. Since we kind of need to go to that upper corner and we don't have to go all the way back, let's do this systematically and check out that corner. Also, this is probably a good dungeon for us to use our tram oil on. The reason being is we're not just fresh, per se. She's not doing enough damage to the mimics, so we're gonna have to switch her out for Rowan. We're gonna have to heal up his weapon here. Mimics actually have their own attributes, so the Stonebreaker is not gonna do much to this guy at all, other than the regular attack strength that we have. So, oh well. Hate mimics. Oh, look at that, we got another tram oil. Sweet. That's just rad. Kill you. Give me back my abs that were stolen from that other location that we were at. That's how I feel. Alright, swap over to Xiao. As we do our hop, skip, and jumps technique. We need Toan out to get the Atla here. Another cabin. Not that we're using that right now. We'll stay as Toan too, because chances are we're going to get blindsided by Mimic in this area here. So, one of these is probably a working chest and the other one's probably a Mimic. Oh, surprisingly not. And we get another throwable. Nice. Let's go check this direction next. Go ahead and use Xiao on the ghost. And on the bat that I hear out there. Good night. Alright. She got anything equipped on her? Yes. Okay, let's go ahead and put Toan in, because obviously he can fight these statues a lot better than our other characters could before. Nice. Go ahead and hit this bad boy up for another llama, which we can't use quite yet. Please be a good item, or please be the character I'm looking for. No, not quite. We're looking for Paige. Is actually the character in question here. The Atla that we're really looking for. Statue dog. We'll kill like that, because Xiao has no luck killing them. Let's go ahead and open this bad boy, and what do we find? We find a fence. Only one piece of Atla left, so I'm kind of concerned. But we have yet to find the one I'm looking for in question here. Let's go ahead and kill this ghost. Bye, ghost. Let's go ahead and kill this statue here. He's toast as well. Chances are that there might be a king mimic, so we're going to want to be careful here. We got another ghost, so we'll use Xiao to take care of that. Solving the problem. Okay, what do we got? So these are probably mimics. Some of these might be mimics, so we want to be careful. Piece of cheese, which is better than bread. But we can't buy cheese yet, so we want to hold on to the cheese for as long as we can. One of these is going to be a mimic. It's usually poison. More often than not, it's poison. And we get the Shamshir, which is a new weapon. It's significantly more damage than our dagger, though right now with that special gemstone on it, it's going to do massive damage. So we're going to stick with the dagger for now, because we're going to status break it later for some good results. Oh, look! Nice. It's a poison trap? It was an explosion trap. Ow! I'll take 10 damage any day. So we have to guess it again, but we know what it is. Thus releasing the trap. And interestingly enough, we get another Shamshir. Usually what we do when we get two weapons of the same type, one option is to sell it. I don't usually agree with doing that. My usual recommendation for that kind of usage is actually to level up one Shamshir really high, just with random stuff, and then move it to the other Shamshir. It's usually a pretty good option. So, we'll consider doing that. But right now, it's fine the way it is. I hear a bat. And these now, and when we go into back rooms, since this is our first back room, all the enemies here have stamina use, the stamina upgrade. In other words, they are a lot harder to kill. So be weary of fighting them. But the benefit and reward is that we find really sweet items in here. Let's go ahead and repair that. Let's go ahead and customize. Now the Pearl, let's take a look at what the Pearl gives us. It gives us a lot of endurance, a lot of thunder, a lot of undead killer. So let's go ahead and put that on Zhao for now, since she could use it, I guess. She deserves a decent upgrade. Section ready for her anyway. We find another chest here. So in back rooms, usually the items are pretty decent. They range from crystals, consistent crystal findings, to things like stamina potions and stuff like that. This is a great place for Zhao to go to the back room in, because all the enemies usually in this back room are bats. One of the few similarities that stick with this game series. Whenever you find back room areas, depending on how deep you are in the dungeon, you'll find some cool stuff. So we find an ice gem. And the deeper we go, the stronger the enemies are in these back rooms, but the more rewarding the items usually are. So it goes hand in hand. Okay, we can actually level up our slingshot, so let's go ahead and do that. Even though it has the pearl, but may as well. We'll get more gemstones later for sure. At least we'll be sure to get another one. Because we have another tram oil, and usually every one of these places has at least one gemstone. Doesn't mean it's a good one, but it's still a gemstone, which will find a home. Kill you. Oh, Zhao is gonna love this place. You're just leveling off of all these bats. Got 2 chests left. That'll be a nice big fan. Look at, they give you more experience too for killing them while they are pumped up with energy. So there's a good reason to hunt them all too. What do we got here? Another ice crystal, which is nice. Always a good find. And a garnet. Another garnet, huh? Another item that will upgrade her attack significantly. So let's put that in there. And let's go ahead and, oh, this is going to be tough. But let's say we'll put in a speed. If we find an attack bonus one later, we'll add that. But that should be good for now. So now she's got a garnet on her slingshot. This will make her slingshot even more deadly. As you can see, the closer these enemies get, the more damage we do to them. So, nice, pretty rad that we found the other garnet. We could use it on Toan, but Zhao needs it the most. Her attacks just suck. They suck. Alright, let's get out of this dungeon now. All the enemies on the other side will respawn. No point in fighting them. We've done all we needed to do here. But we just want to get out. Make a break for the daylight, one might say. And thus we are back in the front room, since that was the back room. Let's just go ahead and scram, shall we? Let's go ahead and make sure Everybody's got full healing and all that jazz. Get out of here. With Drance Feather we can pretty much power run through this whole zone. Probably without getting hit, but we just got picked off a little bit there. And let's keep moving down deeper and deeper. And here we are in the next floor, floor 10. She can actually take out dashers, so we'll let her do that as well. That way she's leveling off the weakest enemies here in the dungeon, which is kind of important. As you can see, I'm a little reluctant to fix her weapon quite yet, because it's a lot easier to control her from breaking a weapon. There we go. Now we can go ahead and fix it. It's a lot easier to manage repairing her stuff, so I was a little reluctant to fix it immediately, but in the end we always have to, so oh well. So we open up this bad boy here. We get a cabin. Nice. Still not what we're looking for. I hear bats, which will be murdered by slingshots. There we go. Let's go ahead and go to Rowan here. Towan, I'm sorry. And we get us some trees. Got us some motherfucking trees, yo. What are we gonna find now? Laura's house, but we still haven't found one character I'm kind of looking for. Almet's house. Finding houses and trees and things, but not the right Atma. Another antidote drink, which is nice. They're kind of pricey. Woo. We get a magical stone, which will tell us where all the baddies are. Always guess poison, because we don't have a way of... It'll save us from having to cure it later. What do we got here? The steel slingshot. Nice. Slingshot for our feline friend. But we're going to upgrade her primary weapon first. The one she's already got equipped. There's Paige. Or Peggy, however you want to say it. I think it's Paige, though. Here comes our Rockanoff. Rockanoffs are actually going to be very much helpless. Oops, shoot. We don't have a means to cure that, do we? No, we don't. So let's go ahead and switch and take care of the ghost here. Then we'll take care of the Rockanoff, which we should be able to kill by hand. There we go. We just kind of got to sneak up on that jerk rather than let him hit us that way. Now that we're cursed, we won't be able to switch weapons, which is fine. We don't want to switch weapons anyway, but we're going to have to remove that at some point. Windmill blades, or we have to leave the dungeon in order to remove it one way or the other. But since this is a weapon we want to work on, there's no reason to fret it too much. I don't fear this at all. Oh, another Rockanoff, so let's get in close. Come on. Do I even get a shot at this sucker? No, I don't, so let's run. Yeah, that works. Might be the way we gotta do it from now on. Find Dran's horn, whatever that is. Let's go ahead and kill the ghost. Go to that. Open us up some chests. Nice. Okay, another antidote. Make a run, shall we? We gotta do this again, hop, skip, and a jump. And we finally broke the Dran's feather, so we can no longer get the benefit of being able to run forever. Unless we find another one. Though they can be bought later. Let's go ahead and finish that sucker off. Let's go ahead and upgrade this weapon. It's now going to receive the permanent attack boost, which This weapon needs more than anything to be considered slightly useful. Because look at it compared to the steel slingshot. I mean, CS is significantly better, but look at this, and we're going to be able to do a status break on it. What status breaking does is it lets you break the weapon that's in your hand, but the benefit is you turn it into an item that you can attach to another weapon, so it gets 60% of its lost power, in a sense. The power that it lost. You get 60% back. So it actually becomes a pretty cool thing to use, to do. So you definitely will want to do it. Kill you. Kill you. And we'll get you. So let's go ahead and switch to tone here. And we're going to use the backroom oil again. Even though it's a little early, we may as well. Because we have it here, let's use it. We've got a bunch of weapon powders, so no matter what's back here, we should be able to get through it pretty easily. Especially since Toan's knife is really as strong as it is. Oh, ashore, who's going ashore? And I have a feeling a lot of these are going to be mimics. We find a speed +1 gem. Nice. There's a lot of waterfalls in here too, which we can exploit. Let's see, another trans feather. Sweet. Funny how that worked out when I was just talking about finding another one. This is a mimic. Yep, it's a king mimic actually. Okay, so this is a buff king mimic. This guy's going to be a pain to beat. So what we want to do is we're going to use our throwable. So let's go ahead and do that, since we don't have any holy water to heal our condition here. Did nothing. Okay, well, we're going to have to... Let's repair our weapon. We're going to have to fight him in the hardware. Something that do more. I'm going to let him attack. And go in for the kill. It's not hard, you just got to know how to fight him. And look at that, look at all that experience we got. We're fighting him too. So it was actually kind of worth it. Let's go ahead and put the anti-poison charm back on. Let's start running again. Chances are we're going to have to fight another one or two of those guys. So be aware. And we get a Sky Hunter, which will be useful for our little friend, our little slingshot friend Zhao there. Another garnet. Oh my goodness. We are getting freaking garnets galore. The only gemstone that straight out ups your attack. Let's go ahead and actually put that on somebody who needs help with their attack frequently. We're just going to leave it on there well, no, we're not going to leave it on there temporarily. He still has his one on from last time. So let's do this. Let's charge up. And run. Hey, you can't get us in here. What we should do is really just... This is really the safest thing to do. Now we can't shoot him in here. We can definitely move to the side and finish him off as needed. Easy kill. It's cheap as hell, but it works. Then we get an emerald, which will be a nice... We got 2 gemstones already. Nice. And a mimic. Dodge you. Be careful. Ooh, he hit us. Run! Heal. Nice. Go ahead and... I know it's premature, but it's always good to repair these weapons as we use them. Especially against enemies who can really be a nuisance. There we go. This weapon is full. It's got stuff we want to upgrade it with, so let's make it permanent, shall we? Nice. Now it's a permanent. We can status break this weapon, which we probably should do, so let's do that. Seal 60% of the weapon ability into a sphere. This is a good time for us to do it right now, so let's do that, shall we? Nice. Let's go ahead and put it here. Look at that! That's beautiful. And in order to build the Shamshir up, it needs magic, attack, endurance, but it needs MP. And it doesn't have quite enough MP to be satisfied, I don't think. That'll help it, for sure. So let's do that for the moment, but what we really want to do is not use this weapon. We're going to use this weapon here. We're going to put in a garnet. We're going to put in some endurance. Let's see, hold on one second. What elements does it need? Ice, wind, and holy, huh? So, let's see here. Let's go here and add some ice. We don't have any wind or holy. And we'll use this. Oh, yes, but he can't swap it out yet because he's cursed. That's gonna suck. Big, big balls. Well, maybe I shouldn't have status broke it so soon. Here's what we'll do. We will actually go into our weapon here, and we will remove the synthesized sphere, and just for temporarily, let's put it here, so we can actually fight these guys. And at least weaken it enough so we can finish it off with Zao. There's no reason for us to continue to work on his knife until we get out of here. So we're going to finish this zone, and then we're going to go to the next level. For sure, guaranteed. So Zao will get all the kills in this area, and then we'll leave the dungeon after this battle, heal the cursed status effect, and be good. Let's do that. There's one of these other rocking off thingamajigs. As you can see, he's not even approaching us, but we want to do more damage than what we're doing, so we're going to have to get a little closer here. Nice. And we kill that sucker. Kill that sucker outright. May ignore these two enemies, which are going to be rocking offs, yeah. And the mimics. Let's just get out of here. We've gotten all the treasure we need. We don't need to worry about damaging our weapons. Well, we've got some really good items equipped on them, so we got all the stuff worth getting. So let's take our winnings and leave. That's the other thing you gotta be willing to endure with this game is when you've got some good stuff, just be willing to leave. Don't stand around or hang out. Just take your stuff and escape. Oh, excuse me, come over there. HDS coming through. Got a package, people. Use our emblem and get the heck out of here. Alright, going to the next level. Let's leave the dungeon and do some more repair work, shall we? We had a really good round that time, I have to admit. That was pretty epic how that went down. And I don't usually say that too often, but we got some really good items, and we'll be able to build some more homes. So let's go ahead and put Paige's home in, or Peggy's home, however it is said. Let's go ahead and grab the items that are here. And as you can see, we get a new item because we put them next to each other, because that's where they want to be. Which we would find out after we start rebuilding the ruin. We also get an item here for putting Paige's house next to the lake, which will be explained more in depth later. Let's go ahead and start putting them in, shall we? Pike and Paige. Let's go ahead and put in the gates and the house cabin attachment here. Which should give us some more chests to pop up, I would think. Let's go ahead and talk to Paige. Okay. I'd like a wheel for the buggy to be outside as part of the old man listening to the repair shop. Okay, so we know about that, but we're not done yet. We need to talk to his daughter, right here, Paige, and ask her what she needs to rebuild her house, which is, I think it was we'll find out in a minute, but it was a lamp. This is an important house to finish right now, so this is why we kind of waited. This house in my opinion, take priority for fixing. And we'll see why in a moment. Let's go inside. Shall we? Turn! You saved us! So we get 2 little awards, I think, out of this. We're gonna get a pouch upgrade, which is nice. Okay, we can carry 10 more items than we used to be able to, which is always good. And thanks for your help, sweet cheeks. But we still got work to do. I saw a chest in there, did you? They will be mine. Oh yes, they will be mine. The Sky Hunter is found. The chest upstairs. Sometimes chests will actually hide in places that you cannot see because of the camera angle. It's important to check everywhere. Find ourselves a Stonebreaker, and a Sky Hunter, plus whatever we found outside. Sweet. Because I don't think there's much of anything else out here. Okay, so we did that. Let's go into our items here. Like the Fluffy Donut, the Fish Candy will upgrade Zhao's defense. Let's put it on her. And because Zhao is kind of hurting HP-wise, she's also going to get dibs on this Fruit of Eden, plus the next one we find. Okay, just because it's important that her health keeps up with the rest of our parties here. We've done that. Let's go ahead and head out. Oops. Let's do some more configuring here. Next house we're going to want to build. Ooh. Let's set down Claude's house, though we may not finish it. Let's at least set it down. I'll put it right about here is usually pretty good. And then we're going to put down, is it Laura's house? No, Almette's house we want to put. The 2-story guy. Yeah, here it is. Almette's house we'll put right here. There's a reason why we put her there. Let's see. Put the llama and Almette in. We don't have a stairway, do we? So we can't really do much with her house quite yet. But we started it. More specifically, though, we can actually work on Fatty's house, which I call him Fatty. That's pretty much what he is. Morning has broken, and we got another prickly, which we don't really need at the moment. There's other things we kind of need. Let's finish Claude's house, then. Since we actually can, I think. Needs a fence, a lantern, a cabin, a bench, his lardness, and we're not quite done with his house yet because we need to talk to him and find out what else he needs. Got ourselves a tasty water. The problem with Fat Boy here is he sleeps sometimes during certain hours of the day, so sometimes we can't talk to him. Don't forget the box with candies. It's the most important. Okay. A place for house. Smell good food. Okay, we get a bomb. Speed +3. A Beast Buster. Some goodies. We got some goodies here from his house. The benefit is with Almette's. The reason why we want to put him next to Almette's house is because, ironically, Almette cooks fish. And because she cooks fish, that it will count as good food. So this is why we do it. Okay, so we've done that. So now everything has been restored to Fatty's house. Claude's house. We get a piece of bread for our trouble. And let's claim our reward. Hey, Chubbs. What do you got for me? And we get a piece of candy. Thank you. So we get a piece of candy, which we can't do much with at this exact moment, unfortunately. But, hey, we got something for our trouble. Alright, let's see. We got more river, we've got more bridge, we've got some more trees. Let's go ahead and put some more trees in as well. Put them there. put in some river, or whatever. Let's see. That's probably fine. And we're out of river. Okay. No interest. Well, we can put... I try like to keep my bridges kind of spread out, because you put them all close together, it means you can kind of only cross in one area. And I'd prefer to be able to cross in various places in case I need to. So, bridge things are things you can do on your own for however you want to design your home. For me, I like doing it this way. And as usual, as we finish homes, we finished 2 homes, so it's worth checking out the mayor's house to see if there's any new items for us. Because we did finish, and we find an anti-curse amulet. Would have helped us earlier. Damn it. Okay, so all we found was the anti-curse amulet. Okay. Well, we got something. Something's better than nothing. Probably sell it, too. Not normally do I get cursed, so I'm not too worried about it. Let's check our inventory here. What do we need more of? First of all, keep all of the stuff that we've got. We don't need to sell anything. We've got enough water. Got the amulets. We need more of these. Oh, I'm out of money. Well, we do have to sell the amulet. I hate to do it, but we have to. Those. That should be sufficient for now. We want to hold on to the bomb. I think we're good. Yeah, we're okay. We're gonna be good. Let me look at our weapons here. Obviously, she needs to get repaired work done here. You know what? Let's take, I'd say 5 more weapon repairs with us. That should be good. Yeah, that's good. Gives us 15 slots of inventory space left. So, in the next episode of Let's Play Dark Cloud, again, we're going to dive deeper into the Dran's Cave here, and we're also going to finish rebuilding Naroon and doing some more cool stuff, getting some upgrades on our weapons and all that jazz. We'll see you then.